Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I'm going to be exploring around Presque, which is a city park for the town of Marquette, Michigan. It is a nice city park right on the coastline of Lake Superior. Has some very nice views of the lake and the shoreline, and there also is a very nice drive through the park, through a very thick forest area, and I'm going to video driving my motor scooter along that road. And this is on a Friday morning, so there's not a lot of people out today. So I should get some good views, undisturbed by very many people. So hop onto my scooter with me, and let's go looking around the Presque Park here in Marquette. The first thing you'll come to in the park is the boat launch and the harbor over there. And I realize very few percentage of people are boaters, but sometimes you might find it fun or interesting to look around a harbor and at all the boats. I like boats, but I've never owned one or rented one, but sometimes it's kind of interesting to see a harbor, don't you think? One thing I find interesting is just looking at the names people choose for their boats. You wonder why or how they came up with the names of some of these boats. Some of the names are kind of obvious, and then some of them are very curious. Moss mink, what could that mean? And here is some information about Lake Superior. And one thing I have noticed is that the water is very clean looking. Nice blue color. I'm going to go walking down the pier so I can get a good shot looking back at the park here. They have a gate there, but it's open. And the shoreline here is about as rocky as it can get. I wonder what these things are. Right in the middle of the walkway going out the pier. And this is a very unusual pier too. I've not seen a pier designed like this before, I don't think. But what are those things? Well, I'm only about halfway out, and I'm getting a good view. And over here to the left is the harbor. About 3/4 way out to the end of the pier, this walkway ends, and from here on it's just this big stack of huge boulders. You could certainly keep going out if you really want to go out to the lighthouse, but I can get a good zoom shot from here. Well, I don't know how good it is. That's as far as I can zoom. But it's certainly not inviting for people to go out to the lighthouse. There's an interesting dome building over here. I don't know what that is, but it probably is part of the university, I'm thinking. And this big structure, I have no idea what that is. It's really long. You could easily get down into the water here if you want to. There's no sign saying you can't. Well, I'd like to have a better shot of that lighthouse, but I'm not going to go out across those boulders. This rock is dedicated to Kabagam, and this explains who that was. His first name actually is Charlie. They have this really nice one-way drive-through in this very foresty area right next to the lake shore. There's some pull-off areas here where you can stop and get out and walk around. Go look at the shoreline. And this sign says, "Look out." It's going to look out onto, guess what? Lake Superior. Here's a bicycle gravel trail you can ride down also. Good place to do your computer work, I guess. Well, here we got a shot of the rocky cliffs here. And there's a couple islands out there. A good swimmer could swim out to them. I don't know what for. Looks like this tree is just barely hanging on. It's gonna fall over one of these days, I bet. Oh, it's a bumpy road. There's a big pull-off. I hate to be walking this. Talking on the phone. Okay, here's another stopping point. Must be a good place to watch the sunset. Well, this is an interesting rock formations here. Now there is a real tiny island.
Here's the regular one. Ready?
There's a nice shot.
Okay.
All right.
She's taking a picture of her family there. Good spot for a picnic. Really nice view for a picnic lunch. Oh, I like that tree. And if you got all day to kill, you can sit right there and look out on Lake Superior. hear a lot of bird noises over there. You can go into the water here, but look how rocky it is. I don't want to walk around on those rocks. So no, not a good place. And I haven't seen a beach inside the park here yet. There's a big gathering of birds out here. I can hear them making their bird calls. This is a pretty lovely setting. And here's some more of the very rocky shoreline. And that is the mainland over there. Now this, I think, would qualify as a beach, although it is not flat. It is very slanted down. But you get close to the water, I guess it's all right. I guess the store is only open on the weekends. There's a sign here saying they have ice cream. They also have this nature center. It's closed right now, and I don't know just when it opens. Well, that's about it for the park. There's two more things I want to show you that I noticed outside the park. This is a city public beach that is less than a mile outside the park, and this looks like a really nice beach. It's plenty long enough. Looks like some pretty good sand. Only a few people here. So this is the place to come to hang out on the beach on a nice sunny day, which this is not. That's why there's hardly anybody here. You remember that really long structure that I showed you from the pier? That is it. So this is just on the other side of whatever that big structure is. It's overcast, but it looks like it may be clearing up for the afternoon. And that does look nice down there. There's a couple people walking along the beach. And they do have some facilities here. There's a building over there with a covered picnic area in case it rains, and restrooms, etc. This is about 4 miles from the park along Wright Street, and they have hiking trails all along here. and biking trails. It follows along this creek, and this is called Wright Creek Falls. Not much of a waterfall, but I guess it qualifies. It actually has a name, Wright Creek Falls. Well, let me know what you think of the video. Good day, folks.